Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lauren and this is my channel. Today is gonna be yet another makeup video. I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing, honestly, but I decided to do something a little bit different, and I'm gonna actually walk you through my skincare routine before I do my makeup. I noticed like a lot of YouTubers don't really show their skin prep, and I just thought it would be interesting to show you mine. Mine personally changes a lot. I pretty much switch out my products here and there, but for the most part I use the same type of products. So this is kind of like what I'm currently doing. I know last year I had done a skincare favorites video, and some of the products you might have seen on that one before, and you might see some newer products. If you want to see what I am going to film today, because I have no idea what I'm filming right now, then keep on watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. So I was trying to lock Molly out before I started filming, and she just like ran in here. So if you hear a meow, that is why. I typically start out my routine by using the Tatcha rice enzyme powder. It is basically just a really gentle exfoliator, and I use that because if I use like something more like physical or like abrasive, it likes to spread my acne, which is actually a common thing. And right now my skin isn't too bad. I have some guys popping up here and there. I did get a perk facial from work the other day, yeah, a couple days ago. So this is kind of what happens afterward, like all of my pimples that were underneath my skin are coming out. But other than that, all is good. So my first step right after I cleanse or exfoliate, I just use an actual chemical exfoliator. I'm still learning about my skin, so if I'm doing something wrong or whatever, like, I'm sorry, but I always like to start out my routine with a chemical exfoliator because I feel like it gets rid of the dead skin that I have, because my skin is normal to dry, so it's just like a combination of acids. This is a half of one, and it has like the little textured side. I do that to be cheap, honestly. I also found that if I use like a full pad, it would still be kind of wet afterward, and the point of using these is for it to be pretty much like dry after. So I started cutting them in half, and I use both sides. So after I do my chemical exfoliator, I go in with a toner, and I think that this was on my favorites from last year, but I'm still using this, so I still enjoy it thoroughly. It's from Fresh. It's the Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. This also helps. It has like slight exfoliation, but not so much, but it mostly helps balance out your skin. And since I can be a little bit dry, especially in the winter time, this is actually very helpful in the winter. And you can use it with a cotton round, but I use my hands because I feel like I use less product when I use my hands. I do kind of sweep it across, and then I will start to pat it in when it dries down. This also helps with pores. I like to do my skincare routine right after I get out of the shower because I like my skincare products to soak in my skin before I get started with my makeup. And then after my toner, I will go in with a serum. I'm using actually a vitamin C serum from Sunday Riley. It's called CEO, and this actually has been helping me a lot with my scars and my discoloration, and that's one of the things that vitamin C will do for you. And same thing, I'll start like to sweep it across, and then I'll start patting it in. Vitamin C also helps with wrinkles too. I have the AC on, but it doesn't feel like it. I have it on medium too. Next is my moisturizer. This is something I switch out very often. I am using Laneige, and it's a hydrating gel, and it says normal to combination skin. Now again, I have more normal to dry. I feel like I can use this in the summer, and that's probably the only time. It's not super hydrating, but it's hydrating enough. It's got like a scent to it, so if you don't like strong scents, you might want to stay away. But this one actually isn't made with fragrance, because I looked that up, but they break out from fragrances. Apparently, because it's a Korean line, a lot of like Korean companies use a lot of like plants and stuff that may have like something that smells or have a fragrance to it, so it's technically like a natural scent. So I haven't really broken out from it. Last but not least, I go in with an eye cream. Right now I'm trying out the Ole Henriksen. It's from their Truth line. It's the Banana Bright Eye Cream that, it's the one that everyone was using on like Instagram and such. but I really like it. I always use my ring finger because it's the least strongest finger. So it's this area down here is very sensitive, and it's a very thin piece of skin actually. So they say that if you use your ring finger, you're not going to be as like aggressive to it. And if you kind of see what I'm doing right now, I'm patting it. I'm trying to pat it in. I'm supposed to mostly pat it in. So that's pretty much it. My skin's not perfect, and I'm still working on it, and people always tell me that my skin looks great. I've come a long way. You guys saw my skin a year ago. I think today I'm gonna use some newer products. Probably more new to me, maybe not to you guys, but I'm sure everyone else has gotten to it. So I realized I kind of put some of my skincare products through my brows, which sometimes certain products won't stick to my brows if I use them. And one of the products I was going to use today is actually new to me. It's from Kat Von D. It's the new brow collection that she has. It says Signature Brow. And I got the shade light brown because I felt like medium brown and light brown looked like almost identical. And it has like a spoolie on one side, and then the pencil itself is kind of like a oval shape. I don't know if you can see it, but very interesting. I've never tried this before, so I'm gonna give it a whirl and see like what I can do. By the way, where did summer go? Like, I can't believe it's August. I'm like very confused. Like where, how, what? The pencil like doesn't immediately start working. Like I have to kind of draw it, maybe like warm it up. Well, Molly, you locked yourself in here because you wouldn't leave, so I closed the door. What, you want out now? Nope, she's walking back toward me. Okay. I mean, you can kind of see a difference, right? I'm gonna toss that as a loss, and I'm gonna use my normal brow pomade, blah blah. I think I'm gonna try a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. I have not tried it yet, so before I even do that, I'm gonna take my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I feel like I've had this eyeshadow primer for like years. My AC has not been blowing out AC for the past like hour. It's just a fan going right now. It's very annoying. Where's Pat? Fix my AC. Our AC. Pat's an HVAC tech, in case anybody's wondering. You probably weren't. But anyway, I'm done that. I didn't realize it was 3 o'clock. I have an hour till I probably have to leave. The Natasha Denona palette that I would like to use is called palette number 11. And it kind of has like a green type of vibe and bronzy. I'm probably not going to use any of the greens. I'm probably going to use one of the bronzier shades, and I don't know what yeah, I'm probably going to use that shade right there. So since it's all shimmers in this palette, I need to go in and do like some blending with some matte shadows. I'm going in with this Sephora, it's a mini brush cleanser. And what it is gonna do is, if I don't have time to like wash my brushes and I want to use a different eyeshadow, I spray the brush with that stuff, and I just take a tissue and kind of just swirl it around, and it just like takes off some of the product. I wouldn't recommend doing this in place of washing your brushes at all, because it's gonna help for quick times like this, but not like washing your brushes for good. Like, that's not gonna get rid of all the bacteria. All right, taking my Jaclyn Hill palette. You guys know what it looks like. I don't need to show it to you. But I'm gonna go in Silk Cream, which is just a basic brown shade, and I'm gonna go in that with my crease. And a tip I like to give some people who ask me, like, how do I get such a nice blended effect? Well, it's practice, because that took me forever. But it's also just like going in with a lighter shade to begin with will be very helpful. It just kind of helps blend out the other shades, but also like gives it that gradient effect. So I go higher with my lighter shades, and as I use a deeper tone shade, I go lower in my lid. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a deeper shadow now. I'm going in with MFEO. What does that stand for? I don't know, but it's just a little bit deeper than previous Silk Cream shade I just went in with. So, and it kind of complements it well. Oh my god, I feel like a real YouTuber.
Well, I know you're probably doing your makeup, so.
Yeah, it's really hot in here. The AC is not blowing out AC.
Is it all the way up, or?
Yeah, like, I have it on medium, and I turned it down to 5, and it's still not blowing out AC, and it's been like this for an hour, and I'm sweating profusively.
Maybe 5 is not that. That's really low. Just put it up. Put it to like 7.
Okay. I'm gonna go in with Roxanne, and it kind of has a reddish brown, but which is not really my vibe right now, but we're doing it anyway. And I'm kind of going with like the outer first. This brush just likes to skip for some reason. I don't know why. So what I do with the skipping is I'll probably go in with like put a little bit of a different shade on my other brush and just kind of blend that one part out. Just going with a flat brush from Anastasia. It's like one of the double-ended brushes, and I'm gonna go in with, I don't know which color I want to go in with. I guess I'll go in with Satin Tan, but it's very buttery, like I can feel it. As I always say, all my looks look the same on my channel. It's fine, I don't care. It's a really nice shade, but I think I want to go in with a setting spray and see. Does it make a huge difference? I just think this shade is not meant to be like super shimmery. Going in with that brown, red brown shade again, just kind of. I kind of want to take a little bit of a lighter shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette to kind of just help assist it out a little bit, because like I didn't want my lids to be super dark. Kind of just like in the front. I kind of just want to do something a little bit different for me. I'm just gonna go with the Makeup Forever Aqua XL pencil. Is this freaking everybody out? It's freaking me out. Maybe I'll cut this part out. Now it's time for the disaster. I'm gonna use the Fenty Fly Liner. I've actually used this one before. I think it's very, very similar to the Stila eyeliner, and this is what the Fenty one looks like, by the way. It's not a bad eyeliner, I just wasn't like super amazed by it. I just like the Kat Von D tattoo liner tip the best because I feel like I can actually make a very sharp wing. This one, actually my wings went from 0 to 100 real quick. So if that happens, it happens, all right? All right. See, it's already happening. I will say this eyeliner is a lot more black than the other one, than the tattoo liner, so I feel like a lot better when I'm going in with a darker shadow that it's not gonna look weird. Eyeliner, not on fleek, but it's okay. I didn't put primer on yet, and I'm going to now. I've actually been using the Hourglass Mineral Veil. I'm not gonna lie, something's wrong with my pump, and it likes to explode everywhere, so that's fine. No Molly. So I've been dipping into this new Laura Mercier. This is not super new, but it's new enough. It's actually the foundation version of the concealer that I use. I have tried this now twice, and I actually really like it. The bottle looks lighter than the actual like foundation. The foundation's probably too dark for me, but we all know that I never use the right shade. It doesn't matter if it's lighter or darker. The coverage on this foundation is absolutely gorgeous. I feel like a little goes a long way, and like I used a lot, so oopsie. I will say the shade range on this could use some work. Yeah, I mean, I think they just added a few shades, but like they can do better, and I'm sure they will, because that's the trend now, is getting shades out for everybody, and I'm living for it. I haven't really been mixing foundations lately because I feel like you have to be really careful with doing that, because if you mix the two formulas that just probably aren't compatible, your face is going to be a hot mess by the end of the day. And I've learned that the hard way, and that's why I try not to do that now. This looks like every single look I've done in my life. Going with Tarte Shape Tape. If you bake a lot, just make sure you wash your beauty blender every day, because if not, the powder will not react well with the concealer you have laid down, like the powder that's left over on the beauty blender, and it'll make it like act weird. Using Laura Mercier translucent. Okay, I'm gonna try this Milk Makeup Kush Clear Brow Gel. It's little. It's going in with the same colors I used on the top of my lid. Just putting it on the bottom now. I'm going to take this Alchemist palette and use the ultraviolet shade in the middle. Alright, time for highlight. I'm going to take this new Stila. It's called Heaven's Dew All Over Glimmer, and it's in shade Silver Lake. And what it is, it's like a creamy powder. I've just been using it as a base recently, and I feel like it's really pretty. And the Fenty highlighter and Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal looks really good on top of it. Now I'm taking the Tarte Blush and Party. Just sharpening my contour just a little. So to set, I'm going in with the Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. I like it, but it also like gets my hair a little bit, and it also has a really weird fine mist. Using the new Hourglass Caution Extreme Mascara. I love this mascara. Alright, so I'm taking the Sephora Collection Creamy Lip Stain. I returned my other one. Oh my god. Alright guys, this is my finished look. I know it, again, looks like every other single look I've ever done before, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like and subscribe. All that good stuff. Questions, let me know, whatever it may be, and that's it. All right, bye.